Hi everybody, Tyson here, and this is another Commons Foods at Home. This is going to be the first episode to this. We're going to be making a pretzel crusted pork chop with petite potatoes, roasted petite potatoes, broccolini, and a mustard cream sauce. Today, we're going to focus on just the broccolini and prepping the pretzel crusted pork chop. All right, so things we're going to need to bread the pork chop. We're going to need 1 cup of pretzel right here. I have it in a bag for a reason. And we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour with salt and pepper already in it. Not too much, but enough, you know, helps out with the seasoning. And our last, the middle part of our dredging station is going to be stone ground mustard. All right, but let's prep the pretzels first. As you can see, I just bought those really thin pretzels that you can find at the grocery store in the chip section, in the pretzel section. They make a really, really nice breading for our pork chop today. So let's seal it up. There we go. Make sure all the air is out. Seal it up. There we go. Very little pockets of air, and just crush it. Have fun with it. Some people will pulverize this in a food processor, which you definitely can, but you want a few large chunks too. You don't want complete dust. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Work it. There you go. As you can see, I got some dusts in there, but I also have big pieces as well. Let's pour that into our dredging bowl. There you go. This will be more than enough for 1 pork chop. All right, so there we go. The last part of our dredging, the first part of our dredging, and then the second part of our dredging. So what dredging, a proper breading station or procedure is flour, eggs, but I'm replacing eggs with stone ground mustard, and whatever breadcrumbs you're using. All right, let's bring in our player. I have here a bone-in pork chop. This is technically almost like a ribeye because it's got a Delmonico cut right here, where it's tail of the loin. There's still a fat cap here. It's a delicious cut. I suggest eating these, grilling these. These are great. It's roughly about, I would say, it's roughly about 1 inch thick. All right. First part we're gonna do is season it. Salt and pepper. Salt both sides, like so. Get the fat cap, and then pepper. Both sides, and get the fat cap. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. You know what? Hold on. A little bit on the cutting board and roll. Boom, got the fat cap. See? All right, so dredge it in flour. You don't want big clumps of flour, you just want it to be covered. Like so. Kind of like a light dusting, but make sure it's completely covered. All right, there we go. Next part, our wet part, the mustard. Get the mustard on both sides. The mustard, 1, will add flavor, and 2, will help the pretzel stick. All right, So bring our pretzel in. Boom, there we go. Add the mustard again. Crust it. Beautiful, press down. Give the pretzel a shake. There, we got a crusting. On both sides. I'm gonna leave the middle like that. All right, there we go. We got a pretzel crusted pork chop. We're gonna hold that to the side and cook it later. Let's clean up our station and wash our hands. Remember, 20 seconds for your hands. Clean up our station. There you go. And then we're gonna prepare the broccolini. This should be quick and easy. All right, so we're gonna need oil, which I have here, olive oil, salt and pepper, here and here, and white wine. All right, let's bring in our pan, right there. Now this is our broccolini, right here. All right, so, oh, here, you know what? Real quick, let me explain what broccolini is. It is a combination of like asparagus and broccoli, all right? It's gonna have a little bit more of a bitter flavor. You can find this at your local grocer in the produce section. I got the pan heated to about medium right now. Gonna add a little bit of oil. Add in the broccolini. There you go. Salt, pepper. And just let it cook. All right. Then I'm going to bring it up to about medium high. Let that saute a little bit until I see the oil start smoking. Broccolini is a great vegetable, green vegetable to add as a side to any dish. I've eaten it with lobsters, steaks. It's just great by itself, and try to keep it simple. You could do a butter with it, a compound butter, but I like just olive oil, salt, pepper, and wine. All right, let's add the wine. I got a Chardonnay here. Add about half a cup. Cover it and just let it steam. All right, while that's steaming, let me go back to the broccolini. All right, now when you get broccolini, it doesn't look like this. There's not going to be a bias cut at the bottom, and the leaves are still going to be on here. As you can see, I've cleaned the leaves off. Some people go to the extreme of actually taking off this thick peel. I don't think it's necessary, but if it's super thick, you want to make sure everything's roughly about the same size. All right, so I've taken a super thick one, as you can see there, and cut it in half. Bring back our pan, and as you can already see the difference in color right there. It's super bright green, which tells me it's just about done. You want it to be almost like a crisp asparagus, tender fork maybe. All right, I don't mind it if it's a little bit on the raw side, to be honest. Now let's just show a comparison of uncooked and cooked. You can see this is a lot greener. All right, we're gonna take this and hold it to the side for now. This has been Common's Foods at Home, and if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Next time, let's tackle roasting the potatoes and making the pork chop itself. Bye!